Ringo TV Reactions back at you again with another one. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Let's get to work.
But it's sad. And I'm going to tell you why it's sad. It's sad because this YouTube content creation thing, it's fairly new. It's fairly new, right? YouTube hasn't been around 20 years. So this is new. You know, next year, YouTube will basically be 20 years, right? So it's a fairly new thing. And this is what I notice. Anytime there's something new and people start doing it, it's always the black people that get the crumbs. There are literally little kids that be on YouTube playing with toys. There are videos that people put out where it's a grown person and the only thing you see is their hand and they're just moving toys around and stuff like that, making millions. Making millions. There are guys playing video games, teenagers, making millions. Kai Cenat is a millionaire from playing video games and acting silly. But when brothers like myself get on YouTube and try to talk about serious topics or try to create meaningful content, we gotta damn near beg just to get a fraction of support. And I ain't gonna tell you no lie. If it wasn't for the generous supporters, you know, the people that come in here and sponsor the show, the people that come in here and they'll drop 100 or drop 50 or some shit like that. If it wasn't for those people, I wouldn't even be able to do this show. I wouldn't even be able to do it. Wouldn't even be able to do it. I would have to go do something else. Like, it's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. And I'm not stupid. As much as I don't want to play the race card, it has everything to do with race. Not because of other groups of people, but because of our people. This is what I was talking about last night when I was on Philosophical Show. You look at the Puffies and the Jay-Z's and all of the dudes that y'all claim sold out, all of the dudes y'all claim sold their soul or whatever, right? The Steve Harveys of the world, all of that. The reason why they always end up in that position is because when they are predominantly trying to market to an audience, if the audience looks like them, they'll die broke. They'll struggle their whole life and then they'll die broke. And it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter how much you entertain people. It doesn't matter how much you help people. It doesn't matter if you have an encouraging word. If you market strictly to black folk, you'll forever stay broke. Because in black folks' mind, because they still have the slave mind, they think that you as a black person, they think your time is invaluable. They think your intellectual property isn't valuable. They think your talent is invaluable. And the only reason that other groups of people can give you a fraction of what you're worth is because the fraction that they give you is 10 times more than what your own people gonna give you. And it's not because we don't have the money. Black people spend something like $2 trillion a year. So where does that money go? It don't go to other black people. So it's not the fact that black people have a problem with spending. They have a problem spending with their own. That's just the reality of it.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another edition of Ringo TV Reactions. I want to talk about this particular clip here from Angry Man, which is very, very real. It's very serious. It's something that we've been talking on the platform for a long time, for many years, and it has to do with support. And it's sad that in today's culture, in this time, you literally have to beg your people to support what you do. Whereas other groups of people can come on social media, do content, become millionaires overnight, have all sorts of success. They don't have to ask you to click the like button. They don't have to ask you to donate to the show. It's like you put all of this work and effort into what you do, and you almost have to work 10 times harder just to get the results. And even the little results that you get is not even half of what others are getting. And I see this all the time. Again, I've been on YouTube since 2006. So you would think somebody like me would have 1 million subscribers. You would think that somebody like me would already be a millionaire already. With all of the content, all the information, all the truth. It's like it doesn't get you nowhere. And that's exactly what the man is pretty much saying when you really think about it. Because you could come on YouTube, put out phenomenal content that stimulate thought, content that will really resonate with the people to help them. You could be helping people, giving them college course education, literally for free. And they won't even as much as say, you know what, dang, this brother putting in all this work. Let me support. Let me click the like button. Let me share the videos with other people so other people can come over. They don't even do that. And it's very frustrating. I tell y'all all the time, you know, I be frustrated because I see this type of stuff. I experience this all the time. I know what I'm talking about. Like, you can have great content, great visuals. Your setup could be nice. You could be doing a lot of investing into the work that you do because you want to make your presentation as, you know, entertaining. Everything is just on point. And then when you look at the return you get, you're like, dag, man, like, I'm investing so much into this. Where's that support that's supposed to be coming from the people? And then when we talk about these kind of things, people say, oh, you're just begging. You're just begging. You're broke. You're this, you're that. And that's the mentality of a poverty mentality. Because when it comes to other people, you don't do that. You don't look at them and say, oh, you're broke, you're begging, you're this, you're that. You don't say that to those people. And those people don't even provide for you the content that other brothers provide, you know? And there's a lot of content creators that have been diligent. They have been faithful in putting out content, giving you their time and their energy, and you've been benefiting from it. It made you a better person. It made you make better decisions. It got you through your work day. It got you through a rough place in life. And in return, you can't even as much as say, well, let me click the like button. You know what? Let me share this video with 10 people. Let me get other people on board so they can know exactly what's going on. Let me do that. Let me help this brother out, man. This brother been putting in work. You don't even think about that. People don't think about the amount of time it take for brothers to even set up a show. Especially when cats got families, got other responsibilities, other things that they do. And a lot of times, people just think that everybody is already at the top. Like I said, I received DM messages from people that say, yo, you have a nice studio. You don't need my support anymore. And I'm looking at these cats like, wow. Like, you don't even know me, bro. You don't even know what I got. It kind of remind me of the video clip with, I think the sister name is Fantasia. I don't got the video clip with me. I don't think I got that video clip. Let me see if I got it. Because if I got it, I'll play it. Let me see if I got it. Let me see if I got Fantasia. I'm not sure if I have that. I don't think I got the clip. But there's a clip where Fantasia was talking about one thing, and the person who was interviewing her was assuming that she got a lot of money and that she's well off and she got this and she got that. And the woman don't even know who she is, don't even know what she got. Let me see if I can pull it up. I don't know exactly where it is, but I don't got the clip. It would be great if I had it right now, because I would definitely play it for you. I might have to talk about it in another video, right? So I'll do that another time. But let me just explain what it was about. Fantasia basically was interviewed by a woman, and the woman said, but you got money. She says, you don't know me. You don't know what I got. I drive my own car. I fix my own meals. I buy my own lunch. I do my own thing. She said that she lost everything she had twice. Now, the perception of it is that Fantasia is in the industry, sings, and so forth. So you assume that she's good when you don't even know nothing about her. So when it came to my situation, I had people that hit me up in the DM message saying, yo, we unsubscribing from your Patreon because you look like you're doing good. So, and I'm like, so you unsubscribing from the Patreon because in your mind, you think everything is perfect. So there's no need for your support anymore. Now, let's see how that math works. If 100 people are supporting McDonald's and McDonald's get to a level of what appears to be success, you mean to tell me the best course of action from you folks, the 100, that it's time to leave and don't support them no more? Well, what do you think's gonna happen to McDonald's if the 100 folk decide to pull their support? Now, that kind of mentality primarily come from black people. It don't come from white folk. It don't come from Asian folk. It don't come from East Indian. It don't come from them. Come from our people. They have the mentality of, once we start to see things look good, we don't need to support you anymore because I need my $5. I need my $10. So I'm not going to give you that $10 no more because it looked like you good now. That's how we are as a nation of people. We don't have a problem going to all of the luxury stores and buying all the handbags and buying all the designer and buying all of this and buying all of that. We don't got a problem with that. We do that faithful every other time. But when it comes to supporting our own people, especially content creation, we don't do that. Now, Angry Man addressed a lot of different things. I want to break down the video, piece by piece, so that we can get the understanding of what's happening here. Because like I said, I had to deal with a lot of drama, a lot of issues with people because they keep looking at the outward perception of what they can see when they see my content. Like, they'll look at the studio setup and they think I'm in the Taj Mahal. I'm in the lacks of luxury, and they don't even know what in the world's going on. I'm in the hood, bro. Like in the hood with a dope studio. You get what I'm saying? But this is nothing to me. And a lot of times cats, they'll see stuff like this and they think that I'm on top of the world, not realizing that I'm not even at peace where I'm at, bro. But I still provide the content. You don't see me up on social media boasting, acting like I'm this and I'm that. I'm always saluting the people because I'm in these streets. I'm in the hood. So I already done know what the game is like. I already done know what the struggle is like. But a lot of cats, they see the aesthetics, they see this, they see what you wearing, and they look at your situation. They're like, oh, I don't need to support you. You look like you good. And that's the wrong way of thinking, because all you're doing is showing that our people, I can't even explain this type of mentality, man. It's almost like they don't even want to see you shine. It's like they don't want to see you successful, but they don't mind everybody else being successful. You should be happy for the people that provide you the content that really is affecting your life. You should want to see them win. You should want to see me in a mansion. You should want to see me in a nice neighborhood. You should want to see me doing great things. Why? Because if you know my character and you know how I am, you know I'm going to be putting people on so that we could get this bread together. Because content creation, like Angry Man said, it's a new thing. Even though YouTube literally been around for like 19 years and change, but the point is, this particular time is early. Like, content creation is really a new thing. A lot of people don't even know about this. A lot of people are still looking at content creation like, oh, all these content creators are broke. They don't got no life. They ain't even doing nothing. They just lazy. And they don't realize how much work goes into this. Go live for 2-3 hours. Go live for 4 or 5 hours. And let's see how that do you. Let's see how you feel after you do that live stream. If you can do at least 2 live streams a day and push out other content, fam, that takes a lot of energy to do. That takes a heck of a lot of energy to do. And a lot of content creators, they can't really do that, especially if they by themselves doing it. Now, if you got a team of people, you might be able to push out content a lot because you got a team where you got other people that help you. But when you're doing this thing by yourself, fam, this is not no joke. This is not easy. This is work. And there's a lot of things that go into this that people don't understand. So I understand the frustration, because it'd be very frustrating when you see other creators come on YouTube and they're able to do X, Y, and Z with no pressure, no issues, and they become millionaires overnight. So let's break this video down, see what's going on here, and share our commentary. Let's go.
But it's sad. And I'm going to tell you why it's sad. It's sad because this YouTube content creation thing, it's fairly new. It's fairly new, right? YouTube hasn't been around 20 years. So this is new. You know, next year, YouTube will basically be 20 years, right? So it's a fairly new thing. And this is what I notice. Anytime there's something new and people start doing it, it's always the black people that get the crumbs.
And that's true. We the ones who get the crumbs, because in life, we see this happen all the time with our people. We could be doing the best in terms of sports, inventions, something creative, and what happened? We don't get our just due. Somebody else comes along, steals the idea, steals the intellectual properties, and they end up patenting things, copywriting things, and before you know it, we ain't even getting the bread that we deserve. Kind of remind me of the situation with the movie The Matrix. And it's said that a black woman allegedly was the mastermind behind that, but basically those two brothers or whoever they are They basically went and stole the whole thing, allegedly, and end up creating a franchise that made them millions. And it just goes to show, you know what I mean? I don't know if she got her bread. I don't know how that situation got. But my point is, we constantly get the crumbs. You got content creators that be working on YouTube, putting out videos, and they don't get no views. And sometimes their videos be good. Sometimes it might not be. But when you have content creators that put out content that actually affect change in your life, and they're not getting the just due support that they deserve, it's crazy, man. It's almost like you gotta act broke in order for people to support you. And this is something that I know personally. You can dress nice, have a nice setup, and once people start seeing things look good, they pull their support from you because they think you're good. It's weird. I've seen this happen. When you don't dress good, when you have a trashy setup, people are more amped to support you. It's a weird thing, and I'm referring to my own people. This is how they are. You come on camera looking raggedy, they'll complain that you look raggedy, right? But they'll support you. And the minute you start to look nice, dress nice, now they pull their support back and say, well, I don't need to support you no more because you look like you're doing good. I don't get it. Like, which one is it? It's because they want you to have the crumbs. I've seen people literally coming to my comments section saying, you look like you're doing better than me. Why would I support you with $10? And I'm like, wow. So you watching me that hard to determine whether or not, do you do that with Shannon Sharp? Do you do that with Kai Cenat? Do you do that with any of those platforms that got millions of followers? Those people have many partners that work with them. You think that Club Shay Shay is ran by Club Shay Shay? Of course not. They got multiple people on payroll. That man is not running that platform by himself. Do you understand me? That man is not running that platform by himself. He's literally employing multiple people. Multiple. He's not sitting there at the editing board. He's not sitting there getting OBS set up. He's not getting StreamYards fired up. He's not doing none of that. All he do is what's on the cards and what the show is going to be about. Somebody else is behind the scenes. So it's normal for those type of broadcasts to get a lot of success, a lot of views, because a lot of money is involved. And that's something that people don't understand. So how are these other content creators, such as myself, Angry Man, various other content creators that are putting in the work, doing what they got to do, how are they to get to that level without your support? How could we compete with the likes of a Shannon Sharp? How? Without the support of the people. So we're technically getting the crumbs. I mean, when you do a video and you get 5,000, 20,000 views, that's crumbs. That's crumbs. That's not success. That's crumbs. If I got to push out 5 videos every day just to get 10,000 views, that's crumbs. And it be like that sometimes. It be like that sometimes. Sometimes I could put out a phenomenal video. Video is excellent. Video got barely 5,000 views. And I'm looking around like, it's crazy. It's almost like people don't want anything that's intellectual. They don't want anything that really stimulates thought. They would rather you just do ratchet things, post ratchet behavior, talk about stuff that is just dysfunctional. And I find that be the content people be wanting to hear. And it's sick.
There are literally little kids that be on YouTube playing with toys. There are videos that people put out where it's a grown person and the only thing you see is their hand and they're just moving toys around and stuff like that, making millions.
Happens every day. I see that kind of content. And again, it's frustrating. Only if you're a content creator, you would understand the frustration that comes into this, because you could be putting in a lot of work and you're like, all you see is somebody moving their hand around on the screen and they got 1 million views. And you're like, what would make a person stop what they're doing to watch somebody going like this and doing a bunch of crazy stuff, and they got all those views making millions? So it's like, do I gotta stoop to that level? Or is it that society is so dumbed down that things that entertain children is more entertaining and important to them? That's what I'm seeing. It literally has come to the point where it looks like as if children's type content, things that really don't stimulate thought, is actually what people want to see. Content that really have no value. It's meaningless. But at the same time, it gets the views. So you have to think about that. How is it that a Kai Cenat that just play around all day and do things, and he don't even act his age, how is that appealing to people? So who's his audience? It gotta be children, because I cannot sit there and watch that guy. I have never sat down and watched a Kai Cenat video. The only time I heard about this cat was when they had that issue out here in New York where he was up over there by in the world's that place doing some giveaway of some PS5 or some nonsense, right? That's when I learned about his name. I never even heard of the guy. And I'm like, wait a minute. This guy got millions of followers, making millions of dollars. What exactly is he doing? What is he doing? You know? And when you look at the content, they're just playing around and just like the stuff that they do, grown men don't watch. So it gotta be children that are watching. It gotta be teenage kids that are watching this guy. But the numbers are going up. Do you see that? And when you got kids that come online and they unbox toys and they get 1 billion views for unboxing a toy, it's crazy. It literally makes you frustrated because you're like, man, I'm putting in all this work, all this content, and it's like it's not even reaching none of those kind of numbers. Something got to be rigged, and the system is rigged. Now, I personally don't believe that YouTube shadow ban people. I don't believe that they just hold back your platform from reaching numbers. What I think this is about is just the people. The people are the ones holding you back. I really believe that people have a mind that only is attracted to dysfunction, drama, and anything that is of a low vibration. When you start dealing with topics that really go up here and it starts to really educate people, it goes over their head. They get boring and they leave. They don't want to hear it. You know? They just don't want to hear anything. If you try to instruct them, like you could be teaching on how to get money. People will get upset with you. You could be teaching the people, fam, we got to stop having a broke man mentality. People will get angry with you just because you said that. Who do you think you are? What are you doing? What are you trying to say, that I'm broke? What are you trying to say? And you could be broke, but you mad because he trying to bring you up here. You don't want to hear that. We have the opportunity as a nation of people to literally change the dynamic of our culture through social media, through creating businesses. But if we're not supporting those that are actually on the front line doing this work, how is this thing going to get popping? How is this thing going to go to where it go? You know, because it's with the support of the people is the reason why I'm able to do what I'm doing. Just like what Angry Man said, he said, yo, if it's not for the faithful few who support with $100 here, $50 here, he won't be able to do no shows. How? Because the people not supporting. If the people ain't there to support, how you gonna set up the setup? How you gonna set up the studio? How do you think the studio look like this? And again, this is nothing, fam. This is nothing. I'm in the hood. I'm about to get into a house. I'm trying to get to the house status. I'm trying to buy a house. That's my goal. So I can really build the way I want to build. I keep it a buck. I ain't one of these cats that be fronting. I keep it 1,000 with you. But my point is, how is a brother to get there if nobody ain't supporting the work? You love the content. You love when I come on. You love when I do the videos. But when we talk about support, you get discouraged and go away. But when I come on, you the first one to click because you like to view. How is it that you like to view the content, but you don't like to support the content? And this is what Angry Man is basically trying to say, fam. We as a people don't support one another at all. Well, how come you ain't supporting me, Ringo? I don't know you. And you ain't doing nothing. If you're going to a 9-to-5, how am I supposed to support you? What business you got? What products and services you have? What do you do? Going to a 9-to-5 is not a business. So what kind of business do you have that needs supporting? And you shouldn't be focusing on me only that need to support you, because that's what you call tit for tat. And I had that happen to me. I'm glad I literally brought up that example. I literally had somebody that told me, Ringo, I donated to your platform 4 times and you never donated to me. And I'm saying to myself, so hold up. So if you cashed at me 4 times, I don't even know who you are, don't even know what you're doing, but you're sitting there waiting for me to cash app you back out of the blue?
What you talking about, Willis?
I literally had this happen to me, fam, where somebody sent me a cash app and wrote, how come you don't cash app me back sometime? And I'm like, I don't even know this person. But in their mind, that's how they think. So they're not really supporting me from the heart because that's what they want to do. They're supporting me because they want it to be this tit for tat, tit for tat. How is that really support if I gave you $10, then you turn around and give me back the $10, then I turn around and give you back the $10, then you turn around and give me back the $10? That's a joke. That's not, you're not gaining nothing but that. And that's the problem with a lot of people. They don't even know what support mean. And it's because they never were trained on how to support one another. You know, where's your business? What do you do? You know, a 9-to-5 is not a business. You work for someone. What do you do as a person that is creative that people are willing to support? And are you diligent? You have a lot of people that do YouTube and they're not diligent. You should be supporting the diligent creators, the people that are consistently making content, the people that invest back into their business, the people that invest in what they do. How do you expect them to build? You know, how do you expect them to grow? How? Without support, you can't grow. Without support, you can't grow. The reason why things look the way it's looking, the reason why I'm able to even dress the way I dress is because of the people who support the show. I don't understand this. It's like, so you don't want black people to win. Or maybe you don't want me to win. Maybe you don't want Angry Man to win. Maybe you don't want other creators to win. I don't get it. Are we not supposed to win? Or you want us to lose? Which one? Do you prefer me to live in the slums? Does that make you feel better? I want to know, like, as a community of people, would you rather me live in the ghetto, right? Or live in a nice community in a nice house where I can build a professional studio? Which one would you rather have? I'm trying to figure this out. Which one is more appropriate for you? Which one is more appropriate? Would you rather me live in the ghetto, in the slums, in the hood, and stay there? Or would you rather me move into a beautiful location, nice property, where I can build a professional studio? I can have guests that come to the studio. I can have all sorts of creators and YouTubers that I invite to the studio, where you can now have the ultimate content. Which one do you want? Which one do you prefer? Let's get back to the tapes.
Making millions. There are guys playing video games, teenagers, making millions. Kai Cenat is a millionaire from playing video games.
That's all he do. And there's nothing wrong with what he's doing in terms of making money. That's not what I'm saying. So don't think that I'm hating on the brother because he play video games and act a fool. If that's his niche and that's what he does and that's how he make his bread, then it is what it is. My point is, people will look at someone like a Kai Cenat and then they'll look at somebody like myself and be like, well, what's the difference between you and him? Well, the difference between him and me is that he entertained children. I'm educating adults and talking about real issues. But people don't seem to concern themselves with that because, again, they don't realize that children watch YouTube a lot. Teenagers watch YouTube a lot. So they're going to gravitate towards content that really ain't doing nothing for them mentally. So when you have adults that watch me, because based on the analytics, it says that pure adults watch me. Teenagers do not watch my platform, but teenage watch Kai Cenat. Adults watch my platform. So the question is, how do you have 150,000 subs, but when you do a video, it get 5,000 views? Make it make sense. Let's get back to the tapes.
And acting silly. But when brothers like myself get on YouTube and try to talk about serious topics or try to create meaningful content, we gotta damn near beg just to get a fraction of support.
And that's the sad thing, fam. I mean, look how long I'm doing this content. Just think about this particular video premiere. Is the likes matching the views right now? Again, this is a pre-recorded video. This is a premiere, but the live chat is open. Are the likes matching the views right now? Meaning, are the likes matching the amount of people that are in the building viewing the content right now? Maybe it is, maybe it's not. I don't know. Did people decide to hit the Cash App to support the show? Or are they just sitting there like, well, I'm enjoying listening, but I don't feel that I need to support this brother at all. I just like listening. This is what I mean. Let's get back to the tape.
And I ain't gonna tell you no lie. If it wasn't for the generous supporters, you know, the people that come in here and sponsor the show, the people that come in here and they'll drop 100 or drop 50 or some shit like that. If it wasn't for those people, I wouldn't even be able to do this show.
And that's the truth. That's the stone cold truth right there. You know, you need to have people that are really supporters, that really rock with the platform in order to make these shows possible. But people don't see that. They see it as you're just begging and you're just this and you're just that. And it's funny when they say you're just begging, but yet they're here viewing the content. I mean, you're here viewing the content and you're at the same time trying to shame the creator for addressing an issue that is affecting them. Like that's crazy. Like, why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense. You have to damn near beg people to hit the like button every time you do a show. Every time I do a show, I got to keep telling people, hit the like button. Click the like button, fam. I should not have to keep telling people to click the like button. As soon as you walk in the building, click the button. Click the button. Because that's how YouTube send notifications out for other people to come watch the show. You know, share the videos. Share the videos. You all got social media pages. Post the video on your page. Share the videos. Hey guys, y'all should check this brother out. So and so and so. He make great content. Tell the people at your job, yo, bro, yo, sis, go check this brother out. He make great content. Like, y'all be just sitting back, not understanding that you have a part when it comes to the success of a content creator or a YouTuber. When you have sisters that get a hairstyle, what's the first thing they do? Other women see their hairstyle. Where you get your hair done? Oh, such and such place. I got it done there. Who's the beautician? Oh, her name is such and such. You just sent business to that place. So you're literally helping to promote that particular shop. You do it all the time. Hey, where you get your cologne from? What cologne is that? You tell them the name brand, then you told them the store you got it from. You just help that store to make money. You do it all the time, every day. Hey, bro, what's that you eating for lunch? Smell like some curry or some chicken or something you eating. Oh, I got that from the so-called store over there. That's where I got it from. So now you're telling them and you're promoting the other business that you just got that food from. So now that business is making money off you. We promote other people every single day. But yet, when it comes to content creators, we feel like they're not important. Y'all don't even know the half of things that people deal with on a day-to-day basis. When I had got demonetized, that literally was a dagger into everything that I was doing business-wise. Because I didn't even know what in the world went wrong. I know what went wrong now. You know what I mean? I already tried to talk about that with other people. You know what I mean? But it was the faithful few that was supporting me during that time. The faithful few was supporting me during that time. It wasn't a lot, but it helped to sustain what I was doing. I mean, imagine you get demonetized and you got to pay your bills. You got to pay your mortgage. You got to pay your rent. You got to buy food. Again, a lot of folks, man, y'all be looking at perception. Y'all be looking at outward exterior. And y'all be thinking that people are millionaires. I had somebody that told me, Ringo, I heard you were a millionaire, so I'm pulling my support. I don't get where these people be getting this information from, but I don't understand how I'm a millionaire, but I'm living in the hood. I don't get it. It doesn't make any sense. You know what I mean? Millionaires don't live in the hood. Millionaires have so much money, they could just literally go out and just get whatever they need. You know? But this is what I mean. You have to literally beg people to hit the like button, beg people to support your show. And anytime you talk about these issues, we always get hit with the, oh, go get a real job. Go do this, go do that, go do this. As if though you don't work. You come here to enjoy the content. We bring you topics and different things that get you through, that help you, that you know, bring you latest news and various other things. And you don't see that as work? You don't see that as time, dedication? I don't understand that. That's crazy. Let's get back to the tape.
I wouldn't even be able to do it. Wouldn't even be able to do it. I would have to go do something else.
That's true. You would have to go do something else if the people ain't supporting the work. And it's sad because sometimes you have cats that this is what they do. And they're very good at what they do. They finally found something that they do. And when they don't have that kind of support, it almost makes it pointless to even do it. It's like there was certain content I used to do I don't do anymore because the more I did it, nobody was really showing no support for the content. The views were not going up. Nobody was sharing the videos. Nobody was clicking the like button. So I was like, I'm not going to do that kind of content no more. I remember I started a series trying to help people understand YouTube's guidelines, how to understand the business of YouTube. And I was teaching a lot of different things. Nobody wasn't listening. So I said, you know what? Let me pull all those videos. I don't need to share none of these gems. Let them figure it out on their own. I'm looking right around. I see a lot of YouTubers struggling right now. I see a lot of YouTubers suffering. A lot of things are happening. A lot of their channels are taking hits. A lot of things is happening in these YouTube streets. And it's because a lot of times creators don't even know the rules. They don't know the guidelines. They don't know how to follow certain things to prevent certain things from happening. I try to teach these brothers these things. Nobody want to listen. So I pulled all of those videos down. That's what I mean. Now, I would love to teach, but if nobody's supporting it, I'm not gaining nothing from it. Because at the end of the day, the bottom line is to make money. You got to make money with what you do. And for some reason on YouTube, people don't believe you're supposed to make money. Like, I don't get that. So you think that I'm just doing this content because I just like to sit here and just speak and share my thoughts, but I don't deserve to be paid for anything. That's what you believe? So you believe as a person that I'm just supposed to do this consistently for free and not be compensated for anything I do? Is that what you really believe? If that's the way you think, that's sad. That just goes to show where the problem is. And that proved Angry Man to be right. That as a nation, our people have this kind of issue. Because with the other nations of people, they don't think like that. They understand what it means to support one another in business. They understand that. Let's go.
Like, it's ridiculous. Doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up. And I'm not stupid. As much as I don't want to play the race card, it has everything to do with race. Not because of other groups of people,
it does,
but because of our people. This is what I was talking about last night when I was on Philosophical Show. You look at the Puffies and the Jay-Z's and all of the dudes that y'all claim sold out, all of the dudes y'all claim sold their soul or whatever, right? The Steve Harveys of the world, all of that. The reason why they always end up in that position is because when they are predominantly trying to market to an audience, if the audience looks like them, they'll die broke.
And that's true. They'll die broke because they're trying their best to reach their people. It's like how when I try to talk about the Bible and I break down the scriptures to my people, they don't even listen. And it becomes frustrating because it's like, here I am trying to teach you, but you don't want to hear what I got to say. So you know what? It don't make no sense I teach you that. And then when I stop teaching from the Bible, I get people saying, yo, how come you don't make no more videos about the scriptures? And how come you don't do this? And I'm like, look, y'all got to make your mind up. It's either you want this truth or you don't. When I do make the videos, it don't get no views at all, which means I'm not making no money off of any of the content that I'm doing. Think about what I'm saying here. If I'm here consistently making content biblical based, and I'm not making no money with my time, all that energy into that truth, all that energy speaking to the people, but I'm not earning nothing because number one, you're not viewing the content, you're not clicking the like button, so YouTube is not pushing and sharing my videos, you're not hitting the Cash App, you're not hitting the Super Chat, you're not supporting anything, you're not even viewing the entire video, you view 1 minute and then stop. It ain't like you view the entire content. You don't watch the ads. You don't do anything. You don't support nothing that's going on with the content. So I'm not making no money on any of the things that I'm doing if I'm speaking on biblical topics. So when you think and factor that into the point here, it don't make no sense to do that content consistently. So I'm going to have to find content that people naturally want to see. Do you see how that is? So the content that I would like to be making, people don't want to view it. Or the content that I don't like to make, I would have to do that in order for people to view it. Do you see that mess that it creates? That's crazy. But that's how it is. And this is why the people are responsible for this. So why is it that people would say, oh, how come you don't make biblical based videos? And how come you don't do this? Well, because you don't watch it. How come you don't make videos about this? And how come you don't do that? Because you don't look at it. The analytics tell me what people are interested in. People love drama. Ooh, Cat Williams responded to such and such. Everybody's in there viewing. Monique said this about Harvey Weinstein and this and that. Everybody's viewing. You see it all over YouTube. People love drama. People love madness. That's what they love. They don't want nothing sensible. They don't want content that actually help them. They don't care for that. So you have to end up doing content that is just based off what people want to hear. And you have to try to mingle some truth in there, hopefully, so they could get the truth. You have to find creative ways of, while you're speaking on different content that they want to hear, you got to find a way to put the truth in there. Sort of like giving a child medicine. If you just hand them the medicine, they don't want to take it. But if you put the medicine inside of the oatmeal and mix it up, they don't know it's in there, they end up taking the medicine. And that's how it be a lot of times on YouTube.
They'll struggle their whole life and then they'll die broke.
That happens all the time, people. You end up struggling your whole life and die broke. Why? Because the people ain't supporting you. And this is why you have a lot of these music artists, comedians, they go to different demographics of people, and that's how they earn their bread. If they were to target just their people, because a lot of us, we want to do this. You have a lot of people that start businesses in black communities, and the businesses flop. Why? Because nobody support the business. Back in the day, I had a shoe business for women, and it flopped. Why? Because nobody was supporting in the black community. But when the process of building the shoe business, everybody was like, yo, man, I can't wait for you to start the website. Can't wait for you to do this. Can't wait for you. Everybody was saying they couldn't wait. And then when I finally released the website, when I finally put all the info out there and I told all the fam, yo, go support the shop, go support the website, buy a couple of shoes for your girl, do this, do that. Nobody supported. Nobody supported, people. No one. It's almost as if though they didn't want me to win. And that's exactly it. They didn't want me to win. And I had to close the door on the shoe business, something that was started from the ground up. And the only people who supported the business in the beginning parts were Asian and Caucasian. Ain't that something? No black folks supported the business. None. And they were the ones that was talking the most about, yo, I'm so happy for you. Can't wait for you to do it. Can't wait for this. But when it came to them to actually prove that they are interested in, none of them bought anything. They'd rather spend their money in Caucasian stores when it comes to shoes. Ain't that something? Let's get back to the point.
And it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter how much you entertain people. It doesn't matter how much you help people. It doesn't matter if you have an encouraging word. If you market strictly to black folk,
yep,
you'll forever stay broke.
And that's the truth. That's the truth, fam. That is the truth. That's the stone cold truth, and nobody want to hear it. If you just focus on marketing whatever you got just to black folk, you will stay broke. That's like you writing a book. Angry Man got a book. If he just market that book just to black people, he'll stay broke because they're not buying it. They're not going to buy it because they're going to look at it. How much it costs? Nah, I'm not buying it. And the information they need might be in the book, but they don't want it because they don't want to spend the money. But they'll go buy somebody else's book. Or they'll go to a restaurant and give somebody else their money. This is what goes on every single day, fam. Doesn't matter how talented you are. You could be super talented. You could be the best musician, the best rapper, the best singer. You could be talented in whatever you're in. If you market it primarily to our people, you will be broke for the rest of your life because they're not going to support nothing. And I don't know why. It's like we don't want to see each other win. Is that what we reduced ourselves down to? A nation of people that don't want to see the next man or woman win? You should be happy if you see me win. That should make you happy to know that you've been a viewer for years and you've seen me grown to the point where now I'm on TV. Now I'm doing things around the world. You see me interacting with all these people. You're like, wow, I remember when Ringo was doing X, Y, and Z. And now look at the brother. Wow, I'm so happy for the brother, man. And he's doing things for people. Man, yo, he always been committed and faithful to the people, bro. It's like the brothers that are really committed to the people, we don't really get the kind of support that we deserve. And it'd be frustrating, fam, because we deal with a lot of BS. I told you already in a couple of my videos previously that I deal with a lot of BS. And You know, it's to the point where it's very frustrating, but I keep doing my content consistently because that's what keep my mind free. You know, that's what keep my mind clear, to keep me from being distracted by what's going on around in this evil world. You know, like a lot of people, they think New York is this great place. New York is evil. I keep telling people this all the time. New York is evil. It's nice in the summertime, nice good weather in the summertime. You could go to the parks and whatnot, but New York is evil. There are a lot of evil spirits over here. It's not a good place to raise family. Very stressful environment. Everything is expensive. There is nothing in New York that is exciting to me. It might be for people who don't live in New York, but coming over here as a tourist or whatever, that might be exciting to you. But for me personally, there is nothing here. It's like when people come here, they go to Times Square and they waste their money. All in Times Square is lights. But for me, it's boring because I've been here and there's nothing new here. You get what I mean? So it's like, it's frustrating. And people don't understand the magnitude of the problem when you do good and you're not getting anything in return. It's like, dang, do I got to be evil in order to get results? And this is why when you look at the Jay-Z's, when you look at the Steve Harveys, when you look at all these different guys, and like Angry Man said, oh, people say they sold out, they sold their soul, they did this, they did that. I guarantee you, Jay-Z didn't get to where he is because black folks supported it. Nope, it didn't happen that way. He got that way because the other nations supported him. The other nations supported him, and that's how he was able to rise to that level. You understand? The Steve Harveys, all of these guys. Imagine a comedian just targeting his own people. He's going to lose. If you open a business in the black neighborhood today, that business is not going to make no money. You can open a business in the middle of the hood, in the block, right in the corner, in the middle of the block. There's an Arab store in the corner, and there's an Asian store in the other corner. People would go to the Asian store and the Arab store, and they would not go to your store. I've seen this happen right in New York. I've seen black women start businesses right in New York. You know what I mean? And the business flopped. I've seen this many times. Businesses that are black owned and they get no support. People will walk right past it. It's like they don't want you to grow. Why do our people have this poverty mindset? Because that's what it is. It's a poverty mindset because you don't want to see the next man win. You just don't. It grieves you to see another brother doing something. Some of you guys, you're probably looking at Angry Man selling a book, and you don't want to purchase the book because you're like, you know what? I don't want that. I ain't trying to make him eat. I don't want him to win. But he got off his ASS and did something. And you don't want to support it? Like, does that make any sense? Nah, I'm not supporting it. I don't care for that. I'm not doing that. Because he's arrogant. He's this, he's that. This is what they do to me all the time. They call me arrogant. They say I'm this, I'm a show off. I had a cat one time, and I did a video about this. He was like, yo, why are you showing your watch? Fam, a $200 watch, bro? A $200 watch you crying for? Bro, the watch is $200, bro. You crying over this? You mad because I have a $200 watch, bro? You got some of these YouTubers, listen, they got a $10,000 watch on their wrist, bro. You not crying about them. You got some cats got a $20,000 watch on, bro. And you not crying about them, but a $250 watch you crying for. $250 watch they crying for. That's crazy, man. So I'm not supposed to have nothing, bro. Man, this is crazy. Let's go.
Because in black folks' mind, because they still have the slave mind,
right?
They think that you as a black person, they think your time is invaluable.
Right.
They think your intellectual property isn't valuable.
True.
They think your talent isn't valuable.
That's exactly how they think, guys. They look at a black man and think that we're nobody, that we're nothing. That's how they see it, fam. They don't see it as if though we trying to build to a level to do great things. Now, I don't know about other creators, but I know me personally, I'm trying to build to the level where I'm able to do things like a Shannon Sharp, where I can have guests, where I can have studio sessions where I bring different content creators and we can sit down and we can chop it up at the round table in a professional setting. You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about world-class stage production, not just doing a regular podcast show. I'm talking about having real interviews, real professional shows, because I know how to interview people. I know how to talk, and I can have a great time interviewing different creators to introduce in different creators, you know what I mean, to the world, so that people can get a more understanding on different aspects of the business. Social media is big business, fam, and it's at its infant stage, and a lot of us haven't even really tapped into it yet. We're just scratching the surface, getting the crumbs of what this business is really all about. There's a lot to this business that a lot of content creators don't even know, that they still have to learn to grow.
And the only reason that other groups of people can give you a fraction of what you're worth is because the fraction that they give you is 10 times more than what your own people gonna give you.
And that's sad.
And it's not because we don't have the money.
The money's there.
Black people spend something like $2 trillion a year.
A year.
So where does that money go?
In the white man's pocket.
It don't go to other black people.
Of course not.
So it's not the fact that black people have a problem with spending. They have a problem spending with their own.
That's it.
That's just the reality of it.
And that's the reality of it, fam. They have a problem spending with their own. They have a problem supporting their own. And it's sick, bro. It is sad, fam. And I got people that support me. I got a couple of brothers that they support faithfully. You know what I mean? They support what they can faithfully. We're not talking about those cats. We're talking about the people that watch on a regular basis and they never support the show, bro. Never, ever. And it's sad, man. It's really sad because the things and the plans that I have, man, is greatness, man, greatness. And without the people, those plans can't come to pass. Those plans can never come to pass without the support of the people, because what I'm doing is independent. I'm not doing something that is connected to someone else that's funding it. You, the people, are the one that keep this thing alive. You, the people, that keep the doors open. You, the people, are the ones that keep the lights on. So, that being said, bro, we're gonna get up on out of here. It is what it is. Y'all stay safe out there. We're gonna get on out of here, do what we need to do, and come back more later on with more content and whatnot. If you agree with the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like the content, let us know what it is. Ringo TV Reactions. It is what it is, man. #1 reactionary channel on YouTube, putting in work since 2006. You already done know what it is. If you like the Angry Man's words, give him a subscribe, give him some support on his platform, support his book, Ringo TV Reactions. We out of here. You already done know what it is. Let's go. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Ringo TV Reactions. We out of here. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $RingoTVRaw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/RingoTVRaw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at RingoTVRaw.
This is Ringo TV Reactions, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth, 100% raw and uncut. I'm out. Peace.